For the first time, we're going to a part of Walt Disney World that's been shrouded in secrecy since its inception. The district, known as Reedy Creek, is at the center of court battles between Governor Ron DeSantis and Walt Disney World.
WESH 2's Nancy Alvarez is live in the studio tonight with an exclusive report. And Nancy, you went behind the magic and inside the gates of the district to speak to the people who have worked there for years.
I did, and one common theme throughout our visit, the strong collaboration between district personnel and their Disney counterparts. The work they've done together for decades impacts every aspect of a visit to the theme park, including safety and security. They showed why it's so critical that continue despite what's playing out in court.
We have a good story to tell. We do a lot of good work.
Mike Krikis has navigated the waters around Walt Disney World for 36 years.
You want to know what kind of things are in the water.
But this day is a first for him. You've been here almost 40 years.
Almost.
And you've never done an interview on your work out here.
That's because we're the magic behind the magic.
Mike is one of 369 people who've worked mostly in the shadows of Disney as employees of the Reedy Creek Improvement District, now known as the Central Florida Tourism Oversight District. But here, on shirts, vehicles, buildings, really everywhere, the past remains.
We've always been the best kept secret at Disney, and now everybody knows who you are.
That is due to this.
You're a corporation based in Burbank, California, and you're going to marshal your economic might to attack the parents of my state? We view that as a provocation.
DeSantis versus Disney, the battle playing out in court over the district created in 1967, not long after the Walt Disney World Company proposed its idea to develop 25,000 acres in a remote area of Orange and Osceola. At the time, neither county had the services or resources needed for this project, so the state created Reedy Creek, a special taxing district that operated with the same authority as any county government, with landowners paying for services like power, water, roads, and fire. The difference here, Walt Disney World is the primary landowner.
It's a natural existing lake.
Mike gave us a glimpse into their work. About 90,000 tests conducted every year to keep 67 miles of waterway, including the Seven Seas Lagoon, safe and clean.
Lake water, canals, storm ponds, wetlands. If it's water, we're involved in it.
The district has built and maintained 134 miles of roadway here. Mike's team also tackles another vital service for a theme park built in the middle of Florida.
These are some of our mosquitoes from our collections.
Mosquito control. Is it true that people don't get bit by mosquitoes at Disney? I've heard that. Is that true?
Yes.
Because you're working hard on that.
We do work hard on that. We have a very robust surveillance and monitoring program.
We are seeing and hearing about these programs for the first time because the district's new administrator says transparency is now a priority.
There have never been an opportunity for a camera crew to come into this place ever, and having that fair and transparency is vital.
Glenn Gilzine says encouragement from the district's new board led him to apply for the $400,000 job, and it was his experience as former head of Central Florida Urban League that brought him out on top.
Bridge building activities like bringing inner city youth and law enforcement together and having powerful conversations to build trust.
In his first formal interview, 3 months into his new job, Gilzine talked about his priorities.
My main objective is public safety.
Over 200 professional public safety personnel, ranging from firefighter paramedics, EMTs, 911 dispatchers, fire inspectors.
Deputy Chief Eric Ferrari showed us the range of emergency services his department provides to Disney and the rest of the district. All of them working in an environment so unique, the department even works right along Disney Imagineers on the design and construction of rides.
We work with them on the conceptual things that they're coming up with to really build the evacuation plan as the attraction's being designed, and they are fantastic to work with. Safety is always top priority. They take our opinion and our input very seriously.
Gilzine says another priority is to expand community opportunities like this internship program for high school students. They're learning the ins and outs of the district. He's also talking transportation solutions with Lynx. The company runs 10 routes around Disney parks and resorts. And what about development? So far, talk of building affordable housing within the district hasn't moved beyond the new board, but Gilzine says he's open to new ideas and innovation.
I'm excited about the future. I'm very bullish and optimistic that the future is going to look really good.
But I think anyone that will hear you say that is going to say, well, the future of our region depends on a good relationship with our largest employer. Is that at risk?
I would say under this independent government that we have, all of our ratepayers have now an opportunity to have a fair and balanced. And using the analogy, my job is to be the best umpire here to call the balls and strikes.
So Disney did reach out to us and told us the company values its history and strong ties with the district, but pointed out that since he's been on the job, Gilzean has not reached out to them. Late today, a spokesman for the district told us he has been in contact about some bus routes and utilities. Despite the back and forth, the work in the district continues. And if you want to see more of our tour, we have multiple videos that we've posted on our website. Just head to wesh.com.
It covers so much ground, literally and figuratively, so there's more to come tomorrow.
Yes, there is. So the new board actually meets tomorrow. Gilzean plans to present his budget, and the board is expected to vote on a new contract for firefighters, which we've been covering for years, those negotiations. So actually a lot to come tomorrow when it comes to the new district.